Oh, hello. Sorry. I'm busy looking at photographs today. Anyway, welcome to the latest vlog. It is what's the date? It's of course it's Thursday. It's the 17th of September 2020, and it's my brother's 56th birthday. Happy birthday, brother dear! And September marks another birthday as well. My older sister would have been 63. Alas, she died at the age of 36. But Penny would have been 63. And my eldest nephew, Jason, his birthday is the 1st of January. So after Penny died, he took on Penny's birthday in September so he could celebrate properly, separate from Christmas and New Year celebrations. So happy unbirthday to Jason, who was born in 1988, which means on January the 1st he'll be 33. That really does make me feel very old. But as some of you who follow me on Facebook will have noted, I've accepted the challenge of finding photographs from an early age. So if you go to my page, you'll see some there. And there's some fantastic ones of me and my sister. But also going through, came across a photograph. Let's see if I get to this photograph here. Who is this young baby? Well, it's my husband, Tony. And it's taken early August 1959, so he was about 14 months there, so we found that. But also, there's in the family, we talk about an Aunt Eggy. Her name was Agnes, and for some reason we called her Eggy. She's great Aunt Eggy, born in 1891. And she was what was commonly known as a lady chef. During her time. She never married, but that's how she earned her living. And there's a photograph of her here. And her name is Agnes Lusher. Now, she was born in Egham. If anyone can tell me any more about Agnes Lusher, it would be lovely to hear more about her. Now, of course, having been born in 1891, it means at the turn of the century, she would have been 10 in 1901. And of course, 14 years later, she would have been sort of 20, 23, 24, when the First World War started. So my great aunt Agnes, who is my grandmother's father's sister, lived through the First World War, and so she had a lifestyle which she would have been very familiar with. And of course, after the First World War, things changed tremendously. Likewise, she lived through the Second World War, where things changed tremendously again. And it sort of brought to my mind that in my family, as well as many families, there have been many changes that people have had to deal with and move on. And they've lived through the Spanish flu and all sorts of other pandemics, but they've picked themselves up and carried on. And so that made me really think of the current COVID situation and all the rules changing. Yes, it is frustrating because there are conflicting rules and regulations, but the current one is no groups of more than 6. It's quite an easy thing to remember. It's half a dozen, and most of us can count up to 6. It has caused a few problems with people who are in families who are large families of more than 6. And of course, I've read of some families as large as 16. And there are other groups as well who rather quote scripture rather than take responsibility. But it's very simple. You just keep a distance as well. So it's no more than 6 people. Keep 6 feet apart. I know that rule changes if you go into a restaurant, but just keep that in mind and life will be a lot easier. And we just have to accept, regardless of what some parties are trying to do, is that things aren't going to be the same. And in fact, It amuses me that the mantra of 10 years ago was accept change, change is wonderful, grasp it, and etc., etc. And I, as one, I don't like change for change's sake. I'm very much, if it works, why fix it? But I'm not against the idea of development of new ideas, new inventions, etc. But I am a bit tired of being told off because I could be in a category that is going to help spread COVID, where in fact I'm not. But I do look out there and I do see certain groups who clearly don't understand what 6 feet apart means and not wearing masks and laughing and singing and spitting. I actually saw some people spitting each other the other day, and I thought, how very silly. Well, before getting too serious, we're turning to autumn. The leaves are becoming a golden colour again, and I even saw some beetroot coloured the other day. So we're going into yet another beautiful season. And we're very lucky to live on this beautiful planet, and regardless of what people may think, I think it is our responsibility to look after it. So, end of lecture. Hope you've enjoyed yourself, and if it's your birthday today, happy birthday, and if it's not, happy unbirthday.